乱世心，浮沉中生死无尽，命运百般如戏。梦境里谁人影？斜阳落空收回忆，相思何处忘记？斩不断爱情厮杀。如果失去他，何必独霸天下？虽是相爱无怨无悔，只为你牵挂。红尘无奈乱世尔虞我诈，情丝真是假。就算天大地大，真爱无常，相守到白发，只愿与你生死共天涯。
Whether we accept it or not, we are related to Kang Chun somehow. How could he kill my brother? Liu Shou is such an ungrateful man, taking my brother's life into his hands. He only did so to make Yin Li Hua his empress.
We must remember that Uncle plotted a rebellion. I'm certain that Liu Shu won't forgive him. Thankfully, we were not involved and Shandong will be well.
Son, I am commanding you to start a rumor that Kang Chun was ordered by Liu Shou to kill his officials. Afterwards, you are to contact the noblemen of Hebei and conservative officials to pressure Liu Shou.
Now is not the time to make such a move. We must exercise caution. You cannot claim the throne in hate. Lord Zhending has been dealt with, and he is useless now. Forces were given to Yangchuan generals such as Dang Yu and Feng Yi. We all risked our lives, but all were put to waste.
I will implore His Majesty to punish Kang Chun.
A toast.
How could you be such a wretched person, Yin Li Hua? You're a worthless viper. I'd murder you if I could. Yin Li Hua, you vicious woman!
How is it that you know Yin Li Hua?
Who may you be?
For as long as your story is of interest to me, I vow to purchase your freedom for you.
My freedom? I became an unfortunate wanderer and abused, and all because of Yin Li Hua. She only cares about herself, and she deceived me. She did all of this in order to fetch water for Lady Tang. It was the only way to get rid of me. It was easier for her to make an escape on her own. And then I had met a group of unkind, heartless savages. I had come to realize that I was of no worth at all in her eyes. I was only to be trampled on. And as for Yin Shu, he believes that the only humans are his entire family.
Very well. That is enough. You are with the Kuo family. You are safe.
I thank you for sparing me from harm. I thank you, young master. I swear, I will do everything in order to repay you.
Since you have been purchased, I hold dominion over you. All I ask of you is your fidelity.
Brother went south with General Jiafu in order to conquer Yancheng. He wishes to contribute. And also, Yuqi-jun is with him.
I asked him to protect Gongchun. I never thought them to cause trouble.
Earlier in court, His Majesty made Lord Chending pacify Hebei noblemen when Gongchun volunteered to become prefecture chief of the entire East County and leave the center of power.
I have only the highest respect for Gongchun, for following His Majesty. I cannot believe the Kuo family would spread rumors about Liu Yang's death. Xing, make the arrangements. I would like to see him off.
Sister, this is not appropriate.
Do it.
Here! Wait here!
Stop!
Stop!
He!
General!
Oh, Lady Yin, why are you here?
I came to say goodbye. I know you're leaving.
I thank you. I do not regret killing Liu Yang. However, I only did so for the love of my country and for the sake of His Majesty, because Hebei will enter into a war once again should Liu Yang choose to rebel.
You have done right. Once this tempest is long gone, His Majesty will seek your return.
There is no reason to worry, my lady. There is nothing wrong in a civil office. To work as a magistrate, serving the locals is another way in which I may be of service to my country. You and His Majesty have once saved my family. I know that Yuqi-jun and the Yin family rescued my wife while Shindu was still under great siege. I promise you, this act will never ever be forgotten by this man. And that is my promise to you, my lady. And also, I only wish you well. I pray to be able to see you again.
May you be well, General.
Sister, you should not fret. There are plans to be made for the future.
It saddens me that I am stuck in the struggle for the crown. Xing, I fear for what the Kuo family can do to harm Gongchun. You must escort him right away.
Are you trying to send me away? We can have someone else go with him.
You know this must be done. Go with him.
Why must you leave?
I became quite worried for your welfare when Lord Shending had attempted to rebel. That is why I stayed. But I will not be your empress, so I choose to take my leave.
General Feng has arrived!
Listen, Your Majesty. The expedition army led by Tang Yu has been defeated.
I am Shui Yanji. Greetings, Lady Goju.
You should not be afraid of me. You may stand. I have heard about you. From the stories Kang told me. I sympathize with you. Worry not. We will help you get your revenge. I'll teach you how to deal with Yin Lihua, but for now, you must rest. You may take your leave.
Very well. You may leave now.
Very well.
Kang. She holds great importance to us. Mistakes cannot be committed. It is enough that I have turned a blind eye to you and Yingluo. I must warn you that I refuse to do the same thing again.
Yes, Mother. While I understand I must inquire of you, how shall you use that woman against Yin Lihua?
Send her to the Imperial Palace.
Take caution, Mother. We might both become implicated.
This is an insult to my intellect. We will not involve ourselves in this trouble in any manner. We will find someone who can readily deal with this.
Who is it?
Where will you be going this time?
My husband is going to the West Battle Line as an act of support for Tang Yu. I have decided to go with him.
I am envious of you and your husband. Wherever you go, the two of you are together.
His Majesty said the same thing.
Nihua, you are a noble lady. But His Majesty has never restrained you, allowing you to leave the palace. We all know that this is because he loves you. Of all people, you should know that too. Would it hurt you so much if you chose to let go of your pride? If it meant being with the one you love right now, should it not be easy?
Li Yuan, His Majesty is in the middle of a crisis. He needs you by his side. Tang Yu is in the West Battle Line. Not only for His Majesty, but also for us, and for you. In order for our country to be united, and to spare the people from misery. Never surrender. The strength of one's character is tested through many adversities. You are fit to be the Empress.
Who are you? And what do you want?
Forgive me, forgive me. I never meant to get in your way. Apologies. I ask for forgiveness, my lady. Forgive me.
Yanqi?
Lady Yin! Lady Yin!
It is you!
I thought I would never see you again. I have missed you so dearly, Lady
We
Yin.
can discuss this later. Get inside. Come with me. Hurry!
I thank you, my lady. After we parted, I was sold to a theatrical troupe and lived on the streets. I made a living performing. I escaped later on. Then I got stranded in Loyang.
This is all my fault. If only I had not left you, you would not have suffered at all. Yanqi, if you wish, you may stay here. I can make arrangements for your future. Perhaps I can take you back to Xinye.
I follow you where you go. My Lady Yin? I mean, noble lady. I thank you, noble lady.
Stand up.
His Majesty has arrived!
No need for salutations. Are you... Yanqi? It has been 5 long years since we last saw you. You must have gone through suffering.
I am well. I managed to survive, hoping that someday I would return to my lady. And now, that day has arrived.
Yanji, I'm really sorry. Allow me to make things right.
Yanji, in the past, you were Li Hua's servant. Why don't you stay here in the palace and serve her again?
I thank you. I am grateful,
On your feet.
Your Majesty.
His Majesty had taken Liu Yan's sons and brought them together with him to Luoyang. They're staying with Princess Ningping as we speak.
Brother Poshang's children must have all grown up now. Hupwa, please ask Tai Mao to have my carriage prepared.
Yes, my lady.
Jiang, I'm Xing. Greetings, Aunt Li Hua.
You may stand. Zhang? Xing? You are young men now.
Aunt Li Hua, I want you to tell us the heroic stories about Father and Uncle Shou. Aunt Poachi said that my father, together with you and Uncle Shou, were comrades in arms and great friends.
Of course. I will tell you everything. Come. Come. Once upon a time, your brave father, your Uncle Xiao, and I fought for the nation and won numerous battles.
Who was that woman I saw?
That was a servant.
Why did you keep it a secret? If it truly was a servant, why do you need to act so strangely?
You are truly wise. Your maturity brings me pride.
The loneliness this place brings changed me, both in my being and my outlook. Was that woman, Shu Yanji, the new servant of Yin Li Hua?
How did you find out?
I have the means to do so. How do you intend to use this woman? To kill Lady Yin?
That is not necessary. The death of your uncle has weakened us, and it is no secret to everyone that the Yin family holds so much power now. I can do nothing to possibly harm her. But if by some miracle we were able to drive her out of the palace, then you may have a chance to be with His Majesty. That said, all that we really need to do at the moment is to watch everything unfold before our very eyes.
What are you planning to do?
It depends on what Yanji is capable of doing.
Li Hua? Li Hua?
Noble lady left, Your Highness. She is at the residence of Princess Ningping, but she will return.
Oh, very well. I shall wait for her.
Your Majesty, have some medicinal liquor.
I must say, this smells good.
This is from the Yin family. She would drink it as a little girl. It helps improve blood circulation.
So this is her favorite wine. Then I must taste it. It's good. Fill my cup again. Yunji, tell me. When she was a young girl, what were her pastimes? How did she spend her days?
She engaged in training in martial arts. She was straightforward. The wine that I served you was made using traditional methods, prepared especially for her. Of course, by Tang Yu, Your Majesty. Your Majesty, I asked for mercy.
Stand up. It's all in the past now. You are forgiven.
Your Majesty, I am but a new servant. I am learning.
I understand. Oh, would you make the candles brighter?
Yes. Lady Yin! Lady Yin!
Yanji, what's the matter? What happened to you?
His Majesty... He became intoxicated. He mistook me for my lady. Oh, lady, I did everything I could to flee from him. I ask for your forgiveness, lady. Forgive me. I was forced to lie with him. Forgive me, I beg you. Forgive me, Lady Yin. I beg for your forgiveness, my lady. Forgive me. Have mercy, lady.
Li Hua, what was that commotion about? Li Hua, what is wrong? Speak, Li Hua.
Don't touch me!
Li Hua! Li Hua!
My lady! My lady!
Li Hua!
Be more observant.
Li Hua! Li Hua! Li Hua! Li Hua!
Halt!
Li Hua! Stay with me.
Liu Xiu. We cannot bring back the past. Free me.
I will not do that! I can explain.
I've seen everything with my own eyes! Everything is clear. I had placed my trust in all of you. That returning to Luoyang was necessary. But how could you force Yuanqi?
No, I do not know how I can explain. Li Hua. I beg you not to leave. If you do not believe me, then end my life.
I won't do that. As Emperor, your life belongs to the people. But I can end my own life!
Li Hua! Li Hua, I beg you, please do not do
Step
that!
aside or I'll slit my throat!
I-
Step aside!
Very well. Soldiers, step aside. Step aside!
八千山涉万水，与你追随，雁南飞，落叶归，无怨无悔，目光中隔着谁？不问不醉，为你疯，为你痴，为你碎。
丽花，丽花，
用一生换一世，想不尽荣华富贵，我只想与你好好爱一回。江山归女儿美，你听不见我的泪，只等来一句再会，只等来一句再会。
Speak to me. What is this bad news?
Your Majesty, Tang Yu has fallen to the Chimay army in the west battle line. Meanwhile, in the north, Peng Chong rebelled.
Send more troops. Who must I appoint to suppress him? Your Majesty, there is not just that. At the east battle line, Liu Yong and the Wuxiao army have risen in revolt. We are being besieged from all directions.
Your Majesty, Your Majesty, Your Majesty, you must be cautious. You have a nation to reign.
Yes.
Your Majesty.
What now?
Yin Liwa shall never return. Of that I am sure.
His Majesty chased after her.
It doesn't matter. She was the one who brought back Shu Yanji to their court. She would be far too ashamed to return. I have told you time and again, you shall become the Empress someday. Now you must make the preparations. What is the matter?
Mother, I am troubled. If she betrays us, what are we to do? If she tells him the truth, what do we...
She would never dare. If His Majesty discovers this, they would take her life immediately. I do not doubt that he would not lie in bed with her, but in a few years, we can make our move. Now that Yin Li Hua is gone, you have the opportunity to capture the heart of Liu Shou. Understood?
Brother Wenshu, if you become the Emperor in the future, I would like to become your Empress.
Li Hua!
谁懂命运会怎么？好似从容明白以后，想的却不多。我的世界谁
As Emperor,
来过？
your life belongs to the people.
But I can end my own life! Step
李花
aside!
李花！
淡然就惶惑。我用尽一生的时间的值得和你好好过，请原谅那一些情节，缝补的线都是你赐的对白。如果成为轮回也太美，会为留下的永远，谁留下一点一点一点一点的线？谁一直在那月光褪去微笑的脸
Your Majesty. There is no need to fret. Lady Yin has left the palace. Lady Yin decided to take Shu Yanji. Out of kindness. No one believed that she would seduce your Majesty. How could she do that? I have placed her in her ward, awaiting your judgment.
I will make my decision when Li Hua returns.
Where in the world could she have gone? She never even sent word.
Forgive me, young master. I am to blame for this. Young Master Yinchi has gone into battle with Jiafu. He's standing watch over Hangu Pass. You had gone with Kong Chun.
I'm confused. Why did he take interest in Yanji? Did the Guo family put filter in His Majesty's wine?
No, they did not. They put sedatives in the candles.
Why that filthy animal? Forget it. We never truly cared about the crown anyway. What matters more now is finding my sister. Send guards and have them look for her. It is not safe for her.
It is a long journey from Yuyang to Luoyang. News of Peng Chong's rebellion has not reached far yet. The most important thing to do is to stabilize our forces around Luoyang. If we are able to hold the Chumei army, all will be well. Of this I am sure. Listen. Donglong, you and Shu Fu will suppress Peng Chong. Do not start the war when you arrive. Observe what happens first. Then, I with Wuhan and Gongyan shall go to Puyang to fight the Wu Shao army and attack Liaoyong. If we quash the rebellion in Puyang, Peng Chong will have no support, which is our opportunity to take the upper hand and to destroy his army once and for all. Feng Yi's helping Deng Yu on the west battle line. I believe they can hold on a while longer. After putting down the rebellion in Puyang, we can send our troops to the west battle line.
Your Majesty, I will not be the one to discourage you from fighting in battle. However, according to customary regulations, it is more advisable to choose the crown prince before departing.
Wait, Liuji. The wars have already caused enough chaos. Should you interfere in His Majesty's affairs, that is not your decision to make.
General Ma, our ancestors ruled that the emperors must choose one before heading to battle.
Ma Wu, you must understand. His Majesty's family affairs is the concern of the people. While there is no wrong in battles, His Majesty and the Empress have no heir. There will be unrest if His Majesty goes to war like this.
Your Majesty, I agree with General Yu and General Wu. I beseech you to consider.
We implore you to consider.
Your Majesty, Lady Guo has given birth to 2 princes. She is both noble and virtuous. She can be empress. All that we ask is for your decision.
Your Majesty, it is our duty to be honest with you. Our situation is one that is critical. Wars are breaking out everywhere, but we have done nothing in order to address this. Under circumstances such as this, whatever progress we have made, we stand to lose if we do not move.
Wuhan, there is no need for any discouragement.
You must think, have we been in similar situations since His Majesty became Emperor? Your Majesty, Teng Yu and Feng Yi are still fighting. Puyang and Yuyang are in shambles. I beseech you, if we are not able to suppress the insurrections, surely they will begin their siege in Luoyang.
Silence! All of you have been heard. I understand. Before I leave for battle, I will come to a decision. That will be all.
I have heard.
Dongchun. I was left with no choice. Before she left, she had threatened me with her own life. She was bleeding. She told me, as Emperor, your life belongs to the people. But I can put an end to my own life.
Wenshu, Li Yuan understands that your life is the people's now.
Liu Xiu, you returned. I'm so happy.
Li Hua,
Liu Xiu.
to have you here by my side, I have no regrets.
I go where you go.
Without you, I would die.
Wenshu, you must keep in mind the reason why you married Guo Shantong. Forgive me, but there is no turning back.
I am aware.
A peaceful world and a happy life for the people are what Li Hua desires. First, you must be a good emperor, and then be a good husband.
O'Neal!
Long live
乱世心，
浮沉中生死无期，
Long
命
live!
运百般无心。
Long live your majesty!
守回忆，相思何处忘记？斩不断爱情厮杀，如果失去他，何必独霸天下？此生相爱无怨无悔，只为你牵挂。红尘无奈，乱世尔虞我诈，情丝真似假。纵然天大地大，真爱无价，相守到白发，只愿与你生死共天涯。
Where's Li Yuan?
Your Majesty, my sister never returned home. I was about to inquire what had been transpiring in the palace recently.
Li Yuan never returned home.
I have a request. Since Your Majesty has chosen his Empress now, I would like to go home.
If you wish to leave, you may do so. But I am afraid you are to stay.
Your Majesty, I am only afraid that—
That is enough! I will make my way to Puyang soon. I do not have enough time to look for Li Yuan. I wish for you to send her this message. That I will find her. No matter where she may find herself going to. And that I will always wait for her.
Sister! Sister! Why are you here?